So,
You're
mein
kind of
Radio
quite
wollte man noch
rigid
abdrehen vorher.
with a
So, bin wieder da. Falls man es nicht gemerkt hat. Nochmal die Violet.
How do you do it, Sam? It's been just a few hours since you've arrived, and yet you've got my life story already. I can barely remember anything about it anymore. I drank solidly for quite a long time. Day drinking, morning drinking, afternoon drinking. According to Dr. Tanner, I've hurt my body quite a bit. My nervous system. Alcoholic neuropathy. That's why I can't really feel the tips of my fingers anymore. Most of the memories have gone now. It just took quite a bit of me with it.
Aha. Schauen wir nochmal alle durch. Warte mal. Nein, das wollte ich gar nicht. Ich wollte nämlich zum Taxi und zum... Zack wollte ich eigentlich.
I didn't expect news to travel this fast. You can't tell anyone else. I've not told my wife yet. I think she should at least hear it from me. I will leave my wife either way. I do hate people that jump ship only when another ship pulls up alongside them. If I drown, it's only right and fair. You can't condone my actions, I understand. Divorce is strangely delicious. A great polarizing topic for society. So many people think it's clearly wrong. So many people think it's clearly acceptable. As the tide turns, the stigma fades. Enjoy your life, detective. I hope you pick once and pick right. Yes, I'm surprised she told you about that. How did that come up? Why would Zach Weston know that? Maybe she was selling it to him. Alice is a bit of a spendthrift, unfortunately. Likes to live life on the edge of her credit card limit. It's actually not the first time I've bailed her out. She said it was to pay off her credit cards. Why would she lie to me about that? Alice is a saint, sir. I trust her with my life. So I definitely trust her with my money.
It's not what it sounds like. Dorota lost her scholarship. She said it was an administrative error. She showed me the letter and everything. No, I didn't. I told you he'd asked to take pictures of me. You never asked if we were selling a pendant together. The money was for her, Sam, so she could have her dream of being a cellist. I wanted her to have her dream. It doesn't matter now. No, not exactly. I told him I was in trouble with credit cards, and he offered to bail me out. I asked if I could have one of his artifacts, and of course he gave it to me. I just want to make people happy. To put out into the world what I want back. Is that too much to ask? It hasn't made me happy yet, but maybe one day someone will. I couldn't do this without him. He looks out for me. He's my best friend. What do you know, Sam? It's true. A girl likes to keep her options open. What if someone new were to turn up in town and I realize that I like them more? It's not an act. I have a sweet tooth. And I want to taste all the sweet things.
Eins probiere ich noch, bevor wir ins nächste Kapitel gehen.
I'm Poe, and this is your
August update.
August update.
Hä? Dass ich mit dem Pro zur Elle gehe. Hat nichts gebracht. Passt, dann gehen wir zurück. Werden wieder das Sam schon, werden wir schon weg sind von dir. Caro mampft schon wieder, falls keiner mitkriegt. Oder wenn was knuspert, das ist die Caro.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens would be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Monroe? I'll send Danny over. And that means there'll be nobody at the guest house. So be extra vigilant.
What do you mean you're sticking me with Danny? Danny is basically DieCaro scream. I'm a sitting duck. Isn't there anyone else? You? Yes, you. Please, will you stay with me? Thank you, Sam. Thanks for staying with me, Sam. I know it's dangerous. I don't know why you're here, but I'm glad you are. It's almost 10 o'clock, Sam. When's it going to be over? You said Bronwyn will call when it's safe. Should we call them now? Or are we just supposed to wait? Shouldn't I stay with you? Isn't that why you're here? Okay. But I don't want to go far. I'll just be in the pantry. Let me know when it's safe.
Where's Ellis? Sam, where the hell is Ellis?
I'm here. I was just hiding. Sorry.
Ellis, thank God. I've been outside all the time, okay? Bronwyn Castle just called. She said the danger is over. They've done a new reading. There's another victim now. Look, Danny's outside. He's going to take you somewhere safe, okay? Sam, I think you should find out who the next victim's going to be. Then come and see me in my office.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm Poe, and this is your August update. Police investigating the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw say they are getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation and caused alarm amongst August residents. Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. And Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love out to you too. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you. We can't predict that. The next victim, it's you. I'm sorry. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest?
Yeah.
During that whole thing with Ellis, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a
War
name.
das schwer. Weißt du was? Ich gehe jetzt komplett verrückt und sag er selber.
This is serious, Sam. I'm going to lose my patience in a minute.
Okay, das geht nicht. Okay. Dass der Zack an und für sich ist verdächtig, für mich auch sehr.
Violet, Zack und...
Ja, die Violet auch. Und der Rain auch. Der Oscar,
Das sind die
das ist zu
Hauptverdächtigen
Milchbubi.
eigentlich, gell?
Der geht
Die
auf.
ersten drei.
Die Alice auch nicht, die Bronwyn auch nicht, Lexi. Und ich selbst. Soll ich hört?
You want me to lock you up? I see. We're at that stage already, are we? Just do your job, Sam. It's obviously not you. Give me a name.
Ich glaube ehrlich gesagt, dass es Zack war.
Glaubst?
Oder die Violet.
Das ist einer von den
Der
zwei
Rain-
ist,
der
ne?
Rain war's
Aber
nicht.
weißt du, was ich glaube? Bei der Violet ist so auffällig, dass es war, dass es nicht ist.
Und genau das könnte genau das sein. Was heißt, na, die verdächtigt man vollkommen. Na, das ist so auffällig, dass es eben nicht ist. Und dann ist es aber gewesen.
Oder soll ich die Alice verhaften lassen?
Ja. Violet oder Zack.
Die Alice ist auch sehr komisch, aber...
Violet oder Zack.
Ja, aber die Alice ist sehr komisch. Wenn ich jetzt die Violet verhaften lasse und das war die Alice. Na, was soll ich jetzt machen? Irgendwie habe ich so die Ahnung, dass die Alice ist. Ich weiß nicht warum. Die ist so nett, die ist so freundlich zu allen. Die ist sicher
Das ist die
Mörderin.
lesbische Monroe, gell?
Ja. Die ist so freundlich zu allen, die liebt jeden. Die hat eine Beziehung gehabt mit der, bevor es gestorben
Ja,
ist.
dann nimm die.
She was a target, Sam, not a suspect. Where did it all go wrong for you?
Schau.
Okay.
Dann nimm mir Zack, bitte.
Der Zack ist so auffällig. Warum
Nein.
soll es ja der
Ja,
Zack
eben
sein?
genau
Weil er ein
deswegen.
perverses Arschloch ist?
Ja, genau
Ja, und da
deswegen.
kenne ich genug Leute, die perverse Arschlöcher sind. Das sind keine Mörder.
Probier's einfach, du wirst es eh sehen.
Zach, I don't trust him either. He's definitely creepy. I'll go and pick him up myself. With all the information you've given me, I think it'll be enough. Maybe he'll confess too. That would help. Good luck, Sam. If you pick the wrong person, you're still in danger.
Ich sagte, der Zack war's nicht.
Sam,
Die Violet.
you asked for these earlier. Make sure you get some sleep now. You'll need it. Night.
Ich sagte, dass sie ist so auffällig, sie kann es nicht sein, das wäre blöd.
Du hast zum Zack gesagt, der ist zu auffällig.
Der Zack ist so unauffällig auffällig. So, den traut man es zu, weil er immer so schweinig und pervers ist.
Oder
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste.
was ja.
Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe
Scream.
with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but
Normalerweise
since there's a
sagt
killer
Schaf.
on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Sam, you're still with us. I had to give you a pretty high dose of Rohypnol to drag you in here.
Aha, er hat uns
Could've killed you
Rohypnol
in the
gegeben.
room, of course, but
Was? Prohypnol?
that would have looked pretty suspicious.
Er ist der Scheißmörder.
Yes,
ja.
I'm Rain, but I can't remember. I don't remember.
Ich hab gesagt,
I'm
er ist so
being
komisch.
possessed.
Und ich hab schon gesagt, wenn er sagt
Get cool.
Scream,
They don't care, Sam. They don't care what happens to the vessel. Some sick traveller is using me as a killing machine, and then they'll just dump me. But you're gonna get me stuck in prison.
Ja, doch nicht.
I can't have that. I can't let you do that.
was? Change.
Schau.
Sam,
Rain?
you changed into me. Interesting.
Aha.
Either you're a shapeshifter and you've been playing us all along, or you're the traveller, using Sam as a vessel right now, using some freaky trans-dimensional powers. And I think it's the latter. Goodbye, Sam.
Nein!
Was habe ich gesagt?
Bitte lass mich nochmal das Kapitel spielen, nicht.
Thank you for observing that minute's silence. August has lost many good people in the last few days. Dorota Shaw, Violet Gallagher, and our very own Alice Munro. In a police statement released this morning, Chief DuPont has asked people to seek safety in company and remain vigilant. The most recent body found with multiple stab wounds is still being examined by August's coroner. They're unable to confirm the identity or even species of the victim at this time. The killer remains at large.
Da haben wir gefailt. Pech.
Thank you for playing. Aber das war's noch nicht. Wir können sicher... Na, darf das wahr sein? Jetzt hat sich das Spiel aufgehängt.
Das gibt's ja nicht.
Die ganze Zeit über funktioniert es
Bitte jetzt aber
einwandfrei.
nicht.
Und jetzt hat sich das Spiel aufgehängt.
Nicht noch einmal. Bitte nicht.
Jetzt wäre es geil, wenn ich wieder da reinkomme, wo ich vorher war. Warum hängt er sich genau da auf?
Gute Frage.
Eine komische Frage, weil keiner weiß es. Ah, sehr gut.
Sam,
Rain?
Was sehr gut. Jetzt sind wir genau entschlossen fertig.
you changed into me. Interesting.
Ich will ja schauen, was danach passiert.
Either you're a shapeshifter and you've been playing us all along, or you're the traveler, using Sam as a vessel right now, using some freaky transdimensional powers.
Warte mal.
Jetzt verstehe ich
And I
besser.
think it's the latter.
Aber jetzt verstehe ich das Spiel erst. Vielleicht sind wir wirklich der Traveler, ja? Und müssen die dazu bringen, dass die den umbringen.
Nein, du bist nicht einfach ein Shapeshifter, dass du jetzt einfach sagst, du verwandelst dich in die Person, sondern du gehst in die Person hinein.
Na,
Doch.
schau her. Ja, das
Du
stimmt schon, ja, das
verwendest
stimmt schon.
praktisch den
Thank you
Körper
for
von dem
observing that
Menschen.
minute
Ein
silence.
Shapeshifter ist einfach einer,
August
der
has
sagt,
lost many
bah,
good people
ich schaue
in the
jetzt
last
genauso
few
aus wie der
days.
andere.
Ja, ja. Ich glaube, ich habe das
Shaw,
Spiel jetzt verstanden.
Violet Gallagher
Ich
and our
bin
very
der
own
Shapeshifter, der
Alex
Böse.
Monroe.
Ich muss die dazu verleiten, dass er sich
In a
gegenseitig
police
umbringt.
statement released this morning, Chief DuPont
No,
has
that's not
asked
released.
people to seek safety in company and remain vigilant. The most recent body found with multiple stab wounds is still being
Ich glaube,
examined
das Spiel
by
ist darauf
August's
aufgebaut,
coroner.
dass du glaubst,
They're
ja,
unable
du
to
kannst dich einfach
confirm the identity or
irgendwie
even
vom Außen her
species
verändern
of the victim at this
und zu
time.
irgendwem hingehen und den
The killer
ausrascheln oder so.
Remains at
Dabei ist es aber
large.
so, du hüpfst praktisch in den Körper oder in die Person hinein, bist die Person, kontrollierst sie und ja, und fragst die anderen aus.
Das gibt's nicht. Was ist denn da los jetzt? Jetzt kann ich das Spiel nicht mehr weiterspielen, oder was? Weil ich nicht weiterkomme.
Das war komisch.
Das ist wirklich komisch. Ich will jetzt nicht noch einmal das laden. Jetzt wirklich nicht.
Und nicht noch einmal anschauen.
Warum hängt sich das dauernd auf? Okay, ich probiere es jetzt genau noch einmal. Sollte wieder genau das gleiche passieren,
Es passiert sicher
Dann-
das Gleiche.
hätte ich gesagt, dass das einmal war, bis ich weiß, wie ich weiter tun soll. Weil das kann es ja nicht sein, dass sich das Spiel aufhängt, weil ich es durchspiele. Das wäre...
Sam,
Rain?
Ich soll jetzt absichtlich, falls der
You
Kunde da ein
changed
bisschen
into me.
umeinander drücken.
Interesting.
Flex überspringen.
Either you're a shapeshifter and you've been playing us all along, or you're the traveler, using Sam as a vessel right now, using some freaky transdimensional powers. And I think it's the latter.
Ja, komm, bla bla bla.
Goodbye, Sam.
Thank you for observing that minute's silence.
Einmal noch.
August has lost many good people in the last few days. Dorota Shaw, Violet Gallagher, and our very own Alice Munro. In a police statement released this morning, Chief DuPont has asked people to seek safety in company and remain
Jetzt werde ich
vigilant.
nämlich, was ich mache.
The most
Jetzt
recent
ladet,
body
drücke kurz auf
found
die
with multiple stab wounds
Home-Taste, dass
is
ich
still
zum
being
Titelmenü
examined by
zurückkomme.
August's coroner.
Vielleicht geht's dann.
They're unable to confirm the identity or even species of the victim at this time. The killer remains at large.
Na komm, Säcke verblähen, komm. So. Jetzt gehe ich in den E-Shop rein. Nur kurz, dass die Switch was anderes ladet. Ja, das geht, ich weiß nicht, was ich sonst tun soll. Und wieder zurück. Und das Spiel wieder starten. Und schau raus. Und schau rein. Und schau raus. Und schau rein. Schau raus. Schau rein. Und Software wurde beendet. Wenn viel aufgetreten ist.
Komisch.
Ja, dann würde ich sagen, wir lassen es einmal gut sein. Ich schaue mal nach, ob das nur ein Fehler ist, wenn man die falsche, ob das so gehört, wenn wir die falsche Antwort haben. Oder ob ich Spiel retournieren muss.
Genau.
Beim Nintendo Service oder so. Auf jeden Fall sehen wir uns beim nächsten Mal wieder. Also bis dann. Tschüss.
Auf Wiedersehen. Bye bye.